From the heart of Dubai, where tomorrow is being built today, to the world. Welcome to the CTO Show with Mehmet. Here, we redefine technology and reimagine possibilities. With Mehmet, delve into the riveting realms of AI, cybersecurity, and digital technology. Experience the thrilling highs and lows of startups. Immerse yourself in the spirit of entrepreneurship and witness the future of business innovation being written in real time. Now, without further ado, let's tune in and explore the future.
Hello and welcome back to a new episode of the CTO Show with Mehmet. Today I'm very pleased joining me, Stefan. Stefan, thank you very much for joining me here today. The way I love to do it is I keep it to my guests to introduce themselves. So tell us a little bit more about you, your journey, and what you are currently up to. So the floor is yours.
Yeah. Hey guys. Thanks for having me. I started in 2019, started using AI to create text for my website, and by the day I put a lot of text on it. Almost at that day, I can see from the Google Search Console that traffic really went up. So back in the day, I had a software as a service platform for affiliate platform for software as a service apps to promote, and I had 4 hours to create a blog article, and these blog articles got a lot of traffic, and this is where I decided I want to build an app which gets the time down to 10 seconds or 2 minutes. That was the idea. So that's what we're having now. We built an app where you only enter your headline of the article, and you can give it more information and so on, and you can set up your WordPress to have it automatically upload. You can just put a check mark, and then it does plagiarism checks automatically and everything. So we're building an app. The goal is to build an app where you have maybe a couple of seconds to a minute to enter something around a blog article you want to produce, and then the system does hundreds of process steps, like checking for plagiarism, resizing images so that they load quick and so on, so that you can have a perfectly optimized blog article in the eyes of Google and get a lot of traffic. So I got really hooked up by this once because I saw how the traffic went up on my website. I didn't know back in the day that blog articles get a lot more reach than social posts. And that was the same time. So I saw my traffic going up on Google Search Console, like a lot. And I saw this story about healthline.com and how they get actually up to 200 million monthly website visitors only by creating super high quality blog articles. They don't spend advertising money. And 200 million, I was like, wow, this is possible. And at the same time, I saw like how my website went up, and I had 4 hours to create an article. And so I wanted to, I started to use one-click blog article generators from other companies, but they all, they didn't do it. They only produce text, and so I thought I want to have a tool, and then they say it's a one-click article generator, but it takes half an hour to create an article. So because you have to click here, do adjust and so on, and so I wanted to have an app where I can create hundreds of articles a day at super high quality, extremely fast, to build websites like healthline.com quickly. That is still the goal. And for all the entrepreneurs in the field, we are having free executions monthly, so so others can do the same. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool, Stefan. And I would start from something which people debate a lot about it. So like AI is no doubt transforming content creation, right?
Mhm,
And
mhm.
but you mentioned about the quality, but still people debate, the quality. You mentioned a lot of quality now. So how do you make sure that the quality is really, the ones, because for me, I have like mixed feelings about this topic, because what defines quality, right? So for me, if you tell me the quality is the SEO thing, I will scratch my head, right? Because I need the quality from a sense that if someone reads the article, really get engaged with it. So what's your point of view on this?
Uh, well, when it comes to quality, I could talk hours, but
Fine.
so um, you have so one thing, or when I talk about quality today or in the past, we've been focusing on automating things like having small image sizes, that the images have correct good names. So that was a lot depending on SEO, um, and a lot um, automating manual work, which you don't do. So for example, if you create a blog article that is very informative, very engaging, and so on, but you don't have good image names, you don't have small image sizes, you don't have alternative image texts. I mean, even the images, it's like so much work. And if you don't invest the work, you have an article that is engaging and everything, but it'll still be very hard for it to rank. If you only have an article that is SEO optimized, but it doesn't has interesting information inside, it's not going to be easy for it to rank as well. So quality has a lot of different aspects. We are going to launch. We're like in the finishing phase of launching a system where you can enter probably thousands of pages of information about yourself, and even audio and everything. And the system will put context in what content you write to everything it knows about you. So when we're talking about quality, this is something a human can never do. If you if a human writer can simply not uh, for every word they write have the context of 10,000 pages considered, right? It would take months, if not years, for them to create one article. So quality has a lot of different aspects. The next quality updates we're integrating are going to be nuts. It's absolutely impossible that a human can ever have the same quality. Yeah.
That's interesting. Now, what I've seen, Stefan, you're you know talking about is, with the AI, and the use of the AI, and everyone talks about the AGI, and you have, and I've seen, like, you've shared this on social media, where you
Mhm.
mentioned that we are halfway to AGI since
Mhm.
the launch of ChatGPT. Like, is this, something just theoretically you think about it, or have you seen, like, proofs that we are halfway? And why we are halfway? Like, why not 10%? Why we are not like 80%? So why we are halfway, in your opinion?
Mhm. So, for anybody in the audience who's not clear about the fact, about the how do you say, the the word AGI? AGI does not mean digital super intelligence. AGI is a human capable AI. So an AI that is able to do, um, everything human intelligence a human can do at kind of an equal level, right? Digital super intelligence is like, I don't know, super AGI. um, so this field is developing extremely quickly, and it's taking, in my opinion, I'm getting asked a lot, where are we? What's the current stand? I'm running a company. It's for me absolutely impossible to tell people what is the current development, because if you want to keep up with AI today, this is a full-time job, using the highest possible leverage tools to keep up, right? Like Perplexity Pro and something like, and then just gathering information, because we're now probably on a triple or even higher exponential growth curve. Um, so why are we not at 10%? Well, the experts in the field say, and I've heard this half a year ago, that AGI is coming by 2026. And unlike many other fields, in this field, I actually trust the experts because, well, their knowledge can only come from news source, right from the internet, because this is like developing right now. You cannot have you cannot be an expert in AI because you've done it for 20 years, because 99.9% of the development happened in the last 2 or 3 years. So so I guess the experts in the AI field can be trusted, or at least some. And those say 2026. You have to understand that we're not living in this part of development. We're not living in a linear. We just simply cannot think about development like this. We're talking about, so double exponential means something like this, right? So it's extremely hard to predict when the development goes straight up and no time is progressing anymore. So then everything happens like an explosion kind of thing. And this is probably coming very soon.
So let me ask you,
Mhm.
it's not like, people, they think when I ask, it's not like reading in a crystal ball, as they say, but when this moment you talked about, this double exponential thing happens. So what are the major changes we're gonna see, in the workplace, in society in general? Uh, at least maybe even we're gonna see. I believe we're gonna see some signs even before that actual thing happens, actual AGI, in the definition that you just mentioned, which I agree with you on. So, but what will be the impacts? Because like yesterday, I was talking to someone, and still I see people divided in the opinions, right? So some people, they are very optimistic, extremely optimistic, and you see the extremely pessimistic people.
Mhm.
From someone who's building, on top of AI, and we were talking about the quality a few moments ago. Tell me what's the biggest impact that would happen once the AGI is here.
Well, I just quickly want to say the really big impacts we cannot foresee, I believe. And AGI is probably not the real big impact, but AGI is already going to be. So what I see, well, what? So I did study the company Tesla a lot because of personal interest and investment and so on. And I understand out of my couple of thousands of hours that I'm studying this topic. I understand that they are the world leader in manufacturing right now, and because of all their company structures, I could talk hours and weeks on that. But that means that they will be able to produce robots fast. They're humanoid robots, and these humanoid robots are already uh, almost capable of doing, or already capable of doing factory labor jobs. And I recently did a post where I took the video from Tesla, where everybody said the bot is so slow. And then I did some calculation on, it's working 24 hours a day, it's working 7 days a week, 200. It's not working 220 days a year. It's working every day. And so I sped up the video to show what the actual speed of the robot is. It's like extremely fast already compared to a human. And Tesla will be able to produce those in millions by something somewhere in between 26 and 28, maybe 29. But for sure we will have millions in when 2030 hits, and we will have billions 20, I don't know, 35, 40. Um, and these, I mean, Tesla already says their goal is that 2026 their robot will be able to learn a job from watching a video on an iPad on how the job is being done. So you don't even need a human to tell the thing anymore what it needs to do, right? It can, study YouTube itself, for example, and then do the job. So this is going to transform a lot. I mean, it's going to start in production, and a very direct impact, which I'm quite worried about, is the factory worker globally, but mainly in China. Because of so my biggest issue here is a lot of people talk about today about they worry that their jobs are going to be taken and that they don't earn money anymore. But I don't see this to be an issue at all. I mean, we're gonna have some trends. We're gonna have a phase, maybe a couple of years, where it's gonna be a little bit rough because of the transition. But since we have machines building cars and houses, I mean, your car would be very, very small if we would not have a factory that would produce it, right? And it would still be extremely expensive, right? So what I'm saying is the more work is getting done by machines, the more wealthier we get. So I don't see any real issue when we have machines doing work for us. We will be more rich. For example, I can see Tesla robots. Just imagine this. Imagine uh, 5,000 Tesla robots synchronized building a skyscraper a little bit outside of any town globally. I mean, they can build real estate extremely fast, extremely like all day long. We're probably going to have a situation where a student can have a 300 square meter flat for $50 a month, in the future. So we're going to be well off. The thing is, our mental health. This is what makes me a lot more concerned, because changing our habits, finding fulfillment, feeling useful, this kind of stuff. And this is where I'm most concerned about the factory worker in China, because they are going to be hit first, because this is like the easiest thing a robot can do is factory work. They are a lot. They define themselves with their jobs a lot, right? And so yeah, this is what I'm seeing. But on the flip side, I mean, they're probably going to be the ones that get the most money as well, because I mean, there's going to be a lot of work done in China, and they'll earn a lot of money with those robots. They'll get a lot of taxes, and yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah,
upsides and downsides. Yeah.
100%. So you mentioned a couple of thought-provoking things, but I want to go back to actually what brought us to discuss this. Uh, the LinkedIn post
Yeah.
you've put like a couple of weeks ago. So uh, one phrase there, attracted my attention. The first thing, actually, multiple phrases.
Mhm.
So first, you said that we are not ready, right? So for all the things that you just mentioned, and the other thing, in your prediction, you said it's gonna feel like a human 20,000 years ago, placed in the modern world and handed a smartphone. Now, is this when you mentioned just now the mental health thing? Is this like us? Not being able to absorb, this fast change. So we get lost, we lose. I'm asking this question a lot, and it's a very philosophical, and this is how I'm relating things together,
Mhm.
Stefan.
Sure.
You mentioned like they will be rich. So I ask this question to many people on the show who,
Mhm.
work, either they are like founders who are using AI, or maybe they are the experts that you just mentioned also. And I'm saying, guys, if the AI, and I mean the robot, they're gonna do majority of the tasks we do. So what we do as a humans, right? So here I want you to relate all this together. So should we be worried too much? Should we be staying optimistic? How we can avoid this mental health issue that you just also mentioned?
um, I'm not an expert on that at all, and I the reason why so the message, the post I made was with the headline, and this is what the message for you started as well, is like halftime to AGI. We are right now, so since the launch of ChatGPT till the point where we have AGI, this is halftime now. I am not seeing that television globally tells, well, we have, we've finished the 10th phase of testing universal basic income. Once AGI comes and it's working now, we know what we do. So nobody needs to be worried about, getting paid. Once AGI comes, we can transition. This is what we should hear in TV right now. Is we've tested it, it's working, we are ready. What we should hear mainly in TV now is we're now running tests with large parts of the population on what are we going to do afterwards. What sports programs we're running out, social programs, health programs, mental programs. This should be right now the main topic globally. What are we going to do once robots do our jobs? I cannot tell you what we should do, but I can give some hints. So, as an example, the kids in school today, they get prepared for a career, but we should focus way more, in my opinion, on getting them social, like developing social skills, right? Soft skills, um, you know, making them aware of health issues. I mean, once we don't need to work anymore, what are we going to focus on? We're going to focus on being healthy, having a good time, staying mentally fit, being organizing our day without a boss telling us what to do, and so on. So, um, in my opinion, we should now focus on in school. We should focus on this in kindergarten. Um, um, but really, how are we going to address this issue, especially with the working population? I'm not an expert, and I can't really tell you, to be honest.
No, that's completely fine, Stefan. Like, and as I said, like, it's a kind of it's a hypothesis, and it's just like an open question that I believe, in my opinion, every human should be asking.
That's what why we're talking about this, right? There have to be some experts now. If you're an expert in this field, seeing this, get vocal. Speak on podcasts. Think about solutions. Present the solutions. Right? Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is why, part of why I have this podcast to it's like bring people like yourself who can bring thought provoking ideas, and then get the experts to discuss it 100%.
Maybe look for your audience. We're on the CTO show. Guys, develop some apps where people can track habits. And get OpenAI is doing it right now with health. They launched. I've seen it, just briefly seen that they did launch or are launching an app which is like an LLM specifically made for answering health questions. And I mean, mental health questions, right? Or mental health, so that you can track your mental health. And then the system gives you, ideas what you can do next, right? How you can improve it, and so on. Somebody can develop an app like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
It'll be needed. Yeah.
Of course, like you touched base on many things, and I agree with you. Like we need like more. But the thing, Stefan, which I believe, regarding this topic, it's gonna be a collective effort. So we need the people who have the knowledge, like yourself, to develop the app for a specific use case, and then we need to have people who are specialized in human behavior, people who can, you know, advise, like maybe studying history, because I'm sure, like in history, we can find examples of major events that happened that shifted, how humanity altogether, you know, lived, right? So it's a huge topic, but I want to go little bit to something related to the entrepreneurship part. Now AI, is what everyone is looking after. Every single startup trying today to embed AI, if their product or service didn't have the AI part, so they are trying to bring it in. um from your point of view, like, does it make sense really to put the AI in every single use case, or you know it's just like something that they have to check mark something, maybe to please the investors, or maybe they want to please the audience? What's your point of view on this?
I'm pretty sure it's not making sense in any use case. Um, but I also have to say, and this is one of the reasons why we don't, why I think we should stop development in AI and develop our systems to the current level of what's possible. I give you an example, and this is, I mean, as I said, it's probably not good for any use case or not necessary, but you have to. I mean, you have to think about it really. Um, what we're doing at Modern IQs is, with some of our tasks, we run at the current maximum of what AI can do. And that is, you have to think about, if you want to create a blog article with our system and with the quality I explained before, it takes you something between a minute and 10 seconds, right? So when we're using the 10 seconds, this is 1,000 times faster than what you can do with ChatGPT. Because with ChatGPT, you can, you can produce a text, but then you have to do all these other steps, right? Like renaming the images and so on. So with ChatGPT, you need 4 hours, and with our system, 10 seconds. That means our system can replace 1,000 people that would do the same task. 1,000 employees today using ChatGPT. Our system is as potent on that task as 1,000 employees fully trained on ChatGPT would be. So, if you ask me, is it necessary for any application? I would say no, but consider that, uh, if it is, it's currently possible that a competitor who's using AI might be 10,000 times more efficient than you. So, right, you have to think about this very in detail. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. So this is what we also repeat. So, and again, back to the future of work, and so probably uh, it's the person who knows how to use the AI will replace the guy who doesn't know how to use AI. So, and again, if I want to put this in software perspective, so the application or piece of software that leverage the AI, would be better than the ones who they didn't do it. Um, so one thing, on that previous point that I wanted also to take ask you about it, and I ask and I ask it not to debate with someone, just for me to collect different point of views, like kind of a public survey, let's say.
sure.
So there is the concept of technology singularity, right? So where the concept where the technology will be, we cannot control it anymore. So it's like goes out of our control and gonna start to is this something that really will happen someday? And should we allow it to happen?
This is a really good question. So to be honest, I'm very honest right now. Sometimes I think maybe the world is ready for a higher form of intelligence. but but I'd rather. So this is why I'd like to, you know, that's why I'm saying, like, in my opinion, we should stop developing AI now. And because that's why I'm saying, like, AI right now is possible to do the work of 1,000 people using ChatGPT. What we need is we're doing this. We're doing the work. Our app is doing the work of 1,000 employees using ChatGPT for blog articles. If somebody else is creating an app for any other task, it can be the same potent. We don't need higher potent AI systems. We need to develop our systems to the closer upper edge of what's possible right now. We need to use AI in this with its capabilities. We're not doing this, right? So if you ask me for technical singularity, I think this is it's quite likely that something that it's I think it's possible. I'm seeing well, I'm not sure if you've seen all the talk about QSAR and so on and other technology like other. So what we're doing right now is we are developing other parts of our intelligence artificially. We're developing systems that recreate other parts of our intelligence, not just the text autocomplete like an LLM, but um, you know, so QStar, the rumors around QStar is that it's a system that understands which of its outputs is better and therefore can self-improve till infinity. I see this quite well. I don't see the necessity for something like that, and I think, yeah, I I'm I think this is quite possible that what that okay. What I see the most likely outcome of this is that we will have a system that is so powerful and so hard to switch off or something, and that it'll destroy some larger part of our society or our planet or something, which is so large that everybody wakes up and understands we instantly have to stop. And like, it needs to be that the catastrophe needs to be so big that every person on the planet needs to instantly understand this is where we need to stop. This is how I'm seeing this playing out.
Good.
um, um, but this is not going to be like a Terminator kind of scenario. I see this more like when we wash ourselves with 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 shampoo, we kill bacteria, right? But we only use shampoo. We don't think about the bacteria. This is maybe this is maybe the scale of what we have to think about there. Yeah.
Um, I'm very transparent in my podcast, and okay, I understand your point of view, Stefan. And I respect all the opinions regarding this. But one thing that I don't like, I get your point, but I don't like the concept of stopping developing. And the reason I'm saying this, because I believe the world still has a lot of problems
Mhm.
that humans could not end for a reason or another,
True.
right?
That's true. Yeah.
right?
Mm.
So, and I'm aware at the same time that, okay, some of these technologies might hurt in a way or another humans. And to your point, not in a Terminator
Mhm.
scene concept. Um, this is where, again, back to the experts and collective work. No, we should, I believe, this is my point of view. We should continue developing, but at the same time, in parallel, work on the other social aspects that you just mentioned, right? Because I think, I will give you one example. So, uh, I had multiple episodes like this season and the previous season, and people who are developing really good things for health in health tech using AI, people who are
Yeah, yeah.
developing great things for
Mhm.
education,
Mhm.
people who are, and like these two touch our day-to-day lives, the health and education, so we need this every time.
Mhm.
And like, other than multiple other use cases that I don't want to go into, but the point that I want to make, like, and this I think will not change, because people will be, we have been always curious. We always want to know, okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? And actually, this is how some of the social apps, they get us hooked, because we are like curious by design. We need to scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, and then keep getting. So I think even if we, all of us, me, you, and the whole community, decides, yeah, let's stop for a while, there will be that guy, that he, or even maybe she, they would say, no, 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 I'm curious, I want to see where I can get
Mhm.
to.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's unstoppable. So like, as they say, it's like out of you know
Mhm.
the bullet is already out. It cannot be stopped. This is just my 2 cents. And I think we should not try to control, or of course, in a sense, like, control as a stopping. We should,
Mhm.
yes, we should bring boundaries. We should work with experts. So this is my point
Yeah.
of view on this topic, Stephen. So
Well,
yeah,
you know what? Just quickly rephrasing. Uncontrolled triple, quadruple exponential development. This is what we should stop. What what I'm thinking is to build out what is already possible. It takes so much more time, and especially our very slow systems like democracy or education system or retirement system, they take decades to come up to what they could do right now. So what I'm thinking more is like right now it goes like let me do this. It goes like this, okay?
yeah,
We should now not do this, but we should do like like more like steps, like well
yeah,
thought through steps, because we've already been extremely far, right? We should now instead of developing GPT-5 or Q star or something, we should like really take like very well thought through steps and improving and give the rest of the whole global economy and systems and everybody time to catch up to what's already possible. um
yeah.
yeah,
I get your point.
that's what I
I,
think
I
too.
I get your point. No, no, no. Totally, totally. I agree with you. I think, yeah, we are now on the same page, I would say. Uh, Stefan, like, the time passed really fast. So, final thing, where people can get in touch, and where do you direct them to go to know more about you and your startup?
I'm most active on LinkedIn. That's Stefan with F and Fehr. And but really, guys, go on moderniqs.com. You can we're right now we're right now finishing our second version of the platform where you don't even need to create an account. Just go on moderniqs.com, enter the headline of your blog article, enter your email so we can send it somewhere, and press create. And we are sending you a blog article with text, with images, and like I can't count how many optimizing steps. And you can post it on, you can just copy the whole email and put it on your WordPress or whatever, or even as a LinkedIn article. That should be possible as well. And if you create an account, you have more options and so on. But really, like we are right now giving away one free article per month, and we're trying to get this up to 10. so that every startup founder can, have their website very visible in the eyes of Google, and without spending any time. Yeah, it's a
Cool.
one-click solution, right? So yeah.
Absolutely. So, guys, you don't need to follow. Just they will have the links in the show notes, or if you're watching this on YouTube, you will see them in the description. Stefan, really, it was a very, I would say, enlightening and engaging discussion. I really enjoyed that. Thank you very much for being a guest with me here today. And usually, this is how I end my episode. Uh, this is for the audience. If you just discovered this podcast by luck, thank you for passing by. I hope you enjoyed. If you did so, please give us thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with your friends and colleagues. And if you are one of the loyal followers who keeps coming, sending me their comments, suggestions, and so on, please keep doing so. I really enjoy reading them. Even if you don't like something, don't be shy. Send that to me. I'll try to always, improve and get the best of the best. So thank you very much for tuning in. We'll meet again very soon. Bye bye.
Hit that subscribe button, share the show with your tech-savvy friends and fellow entrepreneurs, and leave us a review on your favorite podcast app. Your support means the world to us.